And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. One of the points Coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Hurricanes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for room. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Dante Moore. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries, too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Throwing, Mensah. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. On on the ground. It's Fletcher. They put the brakes on him.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Mensah. It's complete on the right side. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The hand to the running back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right side, it's Bear. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're going to ride this running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer. But a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Quick give. It's Fletcher. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Mensah to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Look out. And it's a sack.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The ball pops out on the return. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, there is nothing more deflating when I'm a defensive player. I just got a great stop. The offense is about to get the football back, and then we cough it up on special teams. And guess what? I got to get my helmet on and go right back out there, and I got to get another stop.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Out wide right, it's Bear. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here's more to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guy. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Left side, it's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Fourth down, Moore. Still looking to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to it. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes want to move quickly. 2nd down to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, it's Fletcher. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. And he makes it past the first down marker. Hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
I love that play call on 4th down because they go RPO, and essentially the football can go 3 different ways. He could have handed it off, he could have thrown for it, or just keep it himself. He took the latter option. It doesn't matter. That was the right decision on that play to keep this drive alive. Great job.
The Hurricanes have moved it inside the 20. Throwing, Mensah. Turns up, it's Fletcher. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. On the move. Can't get him to the ground. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Mensah. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing more. They're all over it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Davison. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Making the adjustment. Again, it's Moore. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Trying to get started. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Quick spin on the right. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Moore. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Handoff to the lone back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. On the return, it's Compton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Fletcher. There he goes. He's past the sticks. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Wants to throw one first. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Lofton. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. And the Heat gets there. And they get
defense coming out aggressive on first down. They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricane. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Delay to the back. It's Davison. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Knocked down immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Motion from the wide receiver. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to establish the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the long.
Intercepted, number 19. Taking it the other way. 10. Touchdown, Canes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Caught, it's Bear. Racing down the left side. Touchdown Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field. Now, they told us they were going to run the trick play. I wasn't sure I believed them, but they dialed it up at the right time.
Well, I bet you believe them now, and the defense didn't believe it first. They thought it was a run. You could tell they suck up. The wide receiver looks like he's going to block, slips right by the defensive backs. It ends up being a big play. Nice call, nice timing.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. From deep, it's Compton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Cuts it upfield. It's Fletcher. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Mensah. They're working that left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Selling the fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Calls it in. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The Canes with the 1st and 10. The ride. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Mensah timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Out wide right, it's Griffin. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Rush right in his face. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
The Ducks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah,
Just plowing ahead. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football.
Free up the gut. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. Like, but now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
That's caught. It's fair. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dante Moore, under pressure, fires to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Moore, play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Davison. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff, keep working on that clock. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Give to the single back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Throwing Moore. Right side, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Driving forward, it's Davison. Once for the offense coughs it up. And the defense jumps on it, and they turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good.